Hey students, welcome to week 2 of Victimology Online. I have looked at your introductions. Glad to see that there's some adult study students in there and that you guys are getting close to graduation. I was an adult student at Lees McRae, so I understand. Went to school in my late 20s, early 30s, so getting a PhD. So I want to go over a couple of things for week 1. Your first assignment asks you to look at the italicized wording. So in this textbook, when I say read chapter 1, anything that's italicized is going to be a case study. You don't have to read every single one of those case studies, okay? So I pulled up your book here, and this week in our seated courses, we're going to be going over what victimology is, okay, and what victimology is not. One of the things is when you go to page 3 and 4 of your textbook, what you're going to start seeing is, for you guys, the italicized here are these boxes. So it does look a little bit different. So these are your case studies. And you've got more on page 4 and 5 as well. Anything, you can pick any one. Oops, we went too far. Let's see. So any one of those case studies, you are more than welcome to pick, and then you're gonna answer that question based on that. Okay. The great thing about the online textbooks is as soon as you hit these highlighted, it's going to give you the definition. So if you click on victimology, it's going to give you that definition. These case studies here are about college students. And you can pick one of those to talk about in your assignment, or as you're going down through here is a couple more. And it'll ask about like direct, primary victims, indirect or secondary victims, and then we start saying a few more of those, okay? So pick anything. I know that it says italicized because if you have the hard copy, that's what it is, but these online are actually going to be these little purple boxes here, or shaded boxes, whatever color they may be. So let's look at that first assignment. Okay, so you have, for this week, these are the goals, the objectives to learn. You have 2 videos here that you can watch that are direct linked to your textbook. And then you also have the PowerPoint available. So it says choose one of the italicized roller cases on page 3 and 5. That is those for you guys online is going to be those shaded boxes. Okay, so pick one of those and then you're going to talk about it. And then as you can see here, it says develop 5 questions you would ask to gain more information about the indirect or secondary victims. So that is going to be here in the chapter. And also when you are looking at indirect and direct, you have a glossary too, so you can go straight to that page, but it's going to be here on 5. Okay, so it's going to, if you click on that, it's going to tell you what a direct or primary victim is, and then it's going to tell you what an indirect or secondary victim is. Okay, so the goal for this week for my online learners is really to know what victimology is, what victimologists do, and then towards the end of this chapter, it talks about what victimology is not. Okay, so victimology is not detective work. victimology is not victim services. And then also looking at victimology as a political viewpoint, that's not what we're talking about, okay? So true victimologists are studying victim populations in an unbiased lens. Okay, so they're not trying to solve a crime. They're not trying to have a political view. You're going to see as you read down through here that we use the word victim a lot, like don't be a victim. We hear this on the news, our victim mentality. We also use victim blaming, which we will talk about later on in the chapter. But make sure that you're looking down through these and then you have your summary here. But these are your, your true highlights of the chapter. So just be able to identify what a victimologist does, what they don't do, and then be able to distinguish between all of those, okay? And if you need anything, just let me know. That is really all we're doing for chapter 1 of this class. And I will do weekly videos for you all. Come to my online hours if you need them, or if you need more guidance, just let me know.